Hello, ladies and gents, boys and girls, people of all ages, sexualities, and identities, and welcome back to another Doctor Who review. In today's Doctor Who review is none other than Terminus. So, what is Terminus about? Terminus is about a plague ship, a leper ship, a ship stranded in space and left to dust and time. The Doctor finds a bunch of random doors opening up in the TARDIS after Nyssa's science experiment begins to go wrong. The crew are then split up into groups, and Nyssa and her friends find herself on a spaceship full of sick and infected. However, they don't know that at first. All they know is there's warriors walking around in what seems to be a golden armor, and a beast that absolutely despises it. The crew bump into one another, and the Doctor finds himself in a situation in which he doesn't know quite what to do. The whole ship is under citywide quarantine, and the lepers have been left to die. This story is a classic case of the Black Death. It's a story not only about the whimsical kind of outreaches of space, but it's also about this kind of uncertainty of what to do. The lepers are like the Black Death. They are kind of suspended in space in a situation in which all the sick are just expected to pop the kettle or kick the bucket, as some people would say. However, when Nyssa goes trenching off on her little adventure, she soon finds herself in a position which she believes she can cure the people on the ship. With the right medical help and the fact that she has a lot of knowledge on chemistry, she believes that she is the perfect candidate to help the sick and the wounded. But first she needs to convince the people on the ship that she is capable of doing this. And by the end of this story, she must also prove to the Doctor that she is capable of doing this. The Doctor and Nyssa say their goodbyes, and Tegan is heartbroken. But as Tegan says her final goodbyes, Nyssa says some very powerful words. Just like you, Tegan, I am indestructible. It's sad to see Nyssa go, but it's good to see that she has found herself a place in the universe. The leper ship is a kind of chance for her to use everything that she learned on Traken, and not to be haunted by the ghost of her father that appears every time that the Master appears. So, Terminus. What did I think of this story? I absolutely love this story. The way that we get this yelling kind of sequence at the end of one of the cliffhangers, it's a leper ship. And this kind of uncertainty throughout the whole story of kind of Turlo and Tegan banging heads, I find really funny. I mean, Tegan already doesn't trust Turlo, but to add insult to injury, he's definitely not making it much easier on himself with the Black Guardian on his shoulder at every turn. Although I do feel like the best part of this story is the fact that the Black Guardian is not the main focus. The main focus is the leper ship, and most importantly, what to do going forward. Most of the ship is damaged and left to disarray. There's so much of this ship that really, frankly, shouldn't be working. But by the fact of what's going on and the fact that a lot of people from a planet were told that they were going to be healed, only to be left and suspended in space and left to die. I feel like it's a very true calling to the real world. We have had many plagues in history, from the Black Death to malaria, to a bunch of other plagues that have swept across the world, from COVID to many more that will most probably come in centuries to pass. But the problem is it's not about the fact that people get sick. It's usually down to how people are treated. For instance, in this Terminus story, they're really, really hitting home on what people treated people with the Black Death with. And not being funny, the Black Death's not the only one in history that was treated very poorly. There's been AIDS and many others. that have been treated so poorly, in which people have died and suffered in pain and alone in the dark. And yet, this story is one of the ones that has to bring it to the forefront. So, what do I give Terminus out of 10? Frankly, for its great plot twists and its very kind of chilling outlook and its very chilling mood as we get to the cliffhangers, I give this story a solid 10 out of 10. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next Doctor Who review. Until then, stay beautiful, you beautiful people.